All right. Welcome to a midnight insomniac Food Forest maintenance session here. I've never actually gone live on this app, so this will be the first time. So let's see how this goes. All right, if you join this live, I'm just gonna be doing my thing, and you're welcome to hang out and spectate, witness, to hang out and spectate, witness, enjoy some plants here. Here is this Yazadi pomegranate. So I'm gonna up-pot this one here. It's time. It's already flowering. It lost it. It dropped it. I didn't see any fruit. I have 3 pomegranates on this property here, and I've yet to see fruit. One of them I've had for multiple years. Let's see. Here we go. All right. This is an old Camellia sinensis, or tea plant, and unfortunately I have not had any luck with camellias. I've tried and lost a bunch of them, probably 6 by now that I've lost. I have 3 that are hanging in there. And this was a real cool one too. It's a Camellia sinensis rosea. It gave me pink flowers. So, pew. There goes that one. I'll hold on to this. So remember that if I do want to try it again. But yeah, let's see. I'll just reuse the soil here. Reuse this pot. Certainly an upgrade. Let's see here. Just gonna break this root ball up. Stuff it back in here. Alright, let's see. There you go. Let me kick some out. Go. Yeah, this pomegranate just started drying out way too fast. So that's usually kind of a sign that it's time to up-pot. And the entire root ball came out solid with the dirt, so let's tuck it in a bit. That looks about right. I want to overfill it so that the water stays in here. All right, Azadi pomegranate. All right, back you go in your new pod. So on this pod, close to 2 different fruit trees. Okay, let me see if there's another one I can pot. Got a Lara star pot. Got a Lara star fruit. Carambola. This is supposed to be one of the sweetest varieties out there. It had some flowers. Supposed to be one of the sweetest varieties out there. It had some flowers. We'll see. I have a carry that's in a pot and just loaded with fruit. I'm gonna have to trim this mango back. I like to create a nice canopy. Where's a good example here? You see here, cut them low so that they branch out low and create a nice little complex canopy. So maybe my next life I'll do a bunch of chop and drop and tipping and whatnot. See, this is nice branching right here. That's got some nice branching. And some of these actually carried fruit this season here, like my carry, for example. But raccoons stole it. I was ready to pick it. It's one of those things, you see a beautiful fruit and then you're like, it's almost ready. I'm gonna go ahead and wait another day or two, and then of course raccoons beat you to it. Yeah, but this one's getting real lanky. The Glen mango. It's getting real lanky. So it wasn't almost like partial shade for a while. So I'm probably gonna cut it back to hip height, way back down, way down here to create a nice low canopy. It's this one here, Maha Chinook. Yep, this one's gonna get tipped back here soon as well. But these are not ready yet to be up potted. I'm gonna leave these in until next season probably. Young Hans White Sapote. It's a nice graft. Took well. So it's tiny, so I'm not gonna pot this one just yet. Let's see, bunch of mangoes. Usually got all the Zoe varieties. Fruit punch, fruit cocktail, orange sherbet, etc. Got some Garcinias here. It's Bakuri. I forgot the name of it. Let me see. Tiny still, from seed, so it's going to be several years before I'll see fruit on that one. Let's see here. What's it say on here? This is the Brasiliensis. Never mind. Garcinia Brasiliensis. There we go. So I got the lemon drop, the achacha. Achacha I'm super excited about. It's going to be a little while though before I see fruit. Let's see this one. Is this the Baku? This is another lemon drop. Just a regular. So the Brasiliensis is the superior lemon drop that makes the slightly elongated fruit with the little nipple at the bottom at the end. Here we go. Bakuri. That's the Bakuri right here. Garcinia. Got the butterscotch Sapodilla. And the Silas Wood, which Silas Wood is taking off. Supposed to be a really super like a real slow growing dwarf, but this butterscotch is growing way slower than that one. Look at this leaf, huge mango leaf, full, tiny little 7-gallon. It's got a gorgeous canopy. Okay, and these could be up potted. I'll wait a little bit more. Velvet apple. This one took a real hit last winter. Where I'm at is 9B, zone 9B. It doesn't really get into super freezing temps. We saw maybe 32 at the lowest last time. So they took it like a champ, but it took a while for it to bounce back, and I'm seeing all this new growth here, which is nice to see. Acerola, and this gorgeous beauty right here is the American Beauty Berry. Can do a bunch of things out of it, so I'm got some plans for this one. You can make supposedly you can make an extra. Got some plans for this one. You can make supposedly you can make an extract out of the leaves and use it as a bug repellent, mosquito repellent, all that good stuff. And down here, I'm gonna have to cut it back soon, but got some more mangoes up in here. All right, don't really see anything else I want to up-pot right now. Some macadamia. It's the white, the Dana, I think, Dana white. Wirtz mango. This is one of very few dwarf mangoes that you can actually keep in a pot for a long time. It's branching out like super crazy. It's got these long laterals here. So I'm gonna basically tip these here soon as well. Come winter, I'll probably cut these back some. Got another pomegranate here. This is the, let me see. I have no idea how to pronounce this guy. Vukuzny. So in zone 9B, we cannot really grow stone fruit all that well, or, especially like cherries, for example, except for, I came across these only this year. The Royal Lee cherry and the Royal Crimson and the Mini Royal. So I got this one as bare root, and I don't think it really it got like a transplant shock, or it got too hot for it. I'm not too sure, but the entire thing just died back on me. But luckily it came out with some new branches here. So still got hope for it that it'll pull through. And these I'm like really excited about, these plum cots and pluaries and so on. I want to collect more of these. This was another acquisition here not too long ago. This is the praying hands banana. I just popped it in the ground, so it's gonna take a little while before it'll give me some fruit. Redlands white sapote, etc. Got a white Thai Winese guava seedless. It's starting to actually grow a little fruit here. It's the first one that it's holding on to, so hopefully it'll complete it. Thai jujube. It flowers. It's covered in flowers over and over. It's starting to again, but I've yet to see some fruit on there. So, got the Paulista, Jabuticaba, Miracle Fruit. This tree gets loaded. I love this thing. This is just one of my favorites. Could munch on these all day long. It's one of the teas that is hanging in there. And another one, Which variety is this here? Used to have a small leaf, but oh, hello. This is the small leaf. Cool. And this is silver dust. These leaves here develop sort of a sprinkling of variegation, so that makes this one very special. It's almost like a variegated Camellia sinensis. I don't really see the pattern too much right now. It takes a while for it to emerge, but this one took a huge hit. I'm not sure what happened to all of those. It probably dried out or so. I'm not too sure. Or maybe it got just simply too hot or... tough. I'm not trying camellias anymore. All right. Super exciting here. I discovered this one today, that it's fruiting. This is the red jabuticaba right here, and it's flowered for me for the first time. I completely missed it until today. I happened to discover the fruits. Let's see if I can... Here we go. This is super exciting for me to see. I got a bunch of different jabuticabas, and a lot of them, they can take up to like 15 years to fruit. So the reds are a variety that can fruit within 5 years. I got another one, it's the hybrid between the red and the Ariana, which has the scarlet. And that one supposedly fruits also within 3 to 5 years. So, and I've tasted it only one time before, the regular Sabara, and it tasted like a really good quality Concord grape. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one out here tomorrow. I'm going to pick these today because I don't want to risk critters getting to this one. So I'm going to pick this one here later. And these are trees you can keep in the pot for a long time. Little suckers on there. Got the rumberry, the white, the yellow, the red, the classic, the ESLQ, one of those. Bahia de Cruz, etc., a bunch of them. But none of them are fruiting yet, so I'm probably going to move these out of this row here because they're getting smothered. They're such slow-growing trees. These guys are actually have gotten very big. And then, yeah, I've got this white mulberry here. It's the... What is it? What is it? The Alba. It's a really vigorous and fast grower. This one's been in the ground for maybe a year, and it's already got an amazing trunk on it. And these berries taste amazing. I love these white mulberries. Got the green one as well, the green chatut. What else? The Pakistani and the giant black. That one is actually really good. It tastes like blackberries. But I have to say, my favorite one that I've tasted out of all is probably the Shangri-La. That one has probably the best flavor to me out of all the ones that I've tasted here so far. The variegated kumquat. What is it? The Centennial. So I'm getting these ready. I'm probably going to pot a lot of my jabuticabas into these here. We'll see. I got a few that I need to uproot. Let me go show you those. This is a triple planting here of apples. I'm giving it a try in Zone 9B. You know, it's tough, but these are all low chill hour apple varieties. Got the Anna, Golden Dorset, and Tropic Sweet. So this here is the entire like big food forest circle. This is the Kandarian banana. This sucker can get up to like 30, 40 feet tall. So I'm actually thinking about moving this one out to the agro forestry row, especially now that it's given me some suckers here. So that's really what I was waiting for. Give me some suckers. I'm gonna move it out. Big old katuk behind it. It's like I'll do another video on these varieties in the food forest. Blood orange. I always forget the name. What's this one? The Moro blood orange in a pot. Got a nectarine. I think it's the Sun Home, something like that. Methley plum and tropic snow peach. Goldfinger banana. I just actually harvested a rack. It's doing fantastic. I think it's a semi-dwarf. Well, I don't know yet. They were delicious though. I'm a big fan. There we go. And this is the giant black mulberry. In between all these fruit trees, I usually plant things like longevity spinach, Okinawa spinach. Got a bunch of asparagus. There's several asparagus patches. And I'm just letting them establish. They say don't touch it for about 2 years. This is the second year. I'm going to give it until next season before I start harvesting the little shoots that come out. Pigeon pea, it's a nitrogen fixer. These guys take it from the atmosphere, deposit it into the ground. They got those little nodules on the roots with the bacteria and whatnot. Veinticohol. So I pruned back this mulberry and voila, here we go. So mulberries take really well to being pruned. And this one here, I usually take back in the winter time. I take it way low. And I still have to trim it at least twice a year. Sweet tart mango, one of my favorites, super delicious. Gave me 3 fruits already, and it's tiny, barely 3 feet, if that. Dwarf Namois. So these are actually the Goldfinger. I'm gonna remove from here. This is a bit too tight of a spot. Same with the Dwarf Namois, because it's starting to shoot out pups where I don't want them. This is here. Got a triple planting of avocados. Got a Donny, Oro Negro, which I hear amazing things about, and a Choquette. But hey, all right, look at that. It's starting to come back. This Choquette died back like drastically, and an entire branching just completely died back on it. It's a little disheartening, but it seems like it's starting to come back. Probably just got shocked. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Biden's alba, but at some point my food forest consisted of only Biden's alba. Biden's alba farmer. There's a Baldwin pear. I don't have high hopes for it. We'll see. It's been in the ground maybe for 2 years now, and I still haven't seen any fruit. This is the green mulberry right here. And this thing is super delicious. Look at these leaves. Somebody said that you can eat the leaves. I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to do some more digging on that. Got the some kind of spinach. I totally forgot. It's not the sisu. Could it be sisu spinach? I forgot. It's very slimy. Some spiral ginger. So in between the fruit trees, I just try and fit in everything. More pigeon pea, the miracle leaf, which if you got issues with kidney stones or so, this supposedly does wonders. I put some elderberry in, some sunchokes or Jerusalem chokes. This is the bacon, oh no, Brockton avocado. It's loving it here. Haven't seen any fruit yet. Oh, of course, gotta have the Mexican sunflower. I can't really see it right now, but for some chop and drop. All right. Let's see here. Got some shampoo ginger. Love seeing that stuff. I don't really use it for anything, but it's nice to have. Allspice, one of my favorites. My gosh, the scent is just, hey, little lizard. It's like, if you like chai, this is it right here. Cinnamon. It's tiny though still. Very thin bark. I haven't scratched away any cinnamon yet. Annona montana. It's a mountain soursop. Loves it in this spot here too. And this is sort of dappled light. It's under a canopy, which they have no problem with it. In this sort of semi-shade, dappled light areas, I plant leafy things. Not really about the fruit on this one, though I'm not sure if it'll produce or not. We'll find out. But it's about the leaves, the medicinal properties on this montana. And the cinnamon is about the bark, and the allspice also about the leaf. So that's this area here. Let's see here, and same with the kaffir lime. The only citrus with such fragrant leaves. You know, very popular in Thai cooking. I mean, I make it with fish or potatoes, anything you want some kind of, lemony, limey essence. Use these leaves. Amazing. So that's why this one is in this area as well, because I'm not really about the fruit production on this one. Mainly the leaves. Got the mame sapote. This one's just temporary right here. I'm going to move it into another spot here soon. But it was getting burned. I had it in a spot where it was getting all day sun, and it started getting burned. So I moved it into some semi-shade here. It'll get maybe 6 hours of some dappled light here. So, but this mame sapote, it's which variety? It's the Laredo variety. Flowers like crazy year after year. So in the last 3 years that I've had it, but no fruit yet. So we'll see. Got the Annona reticulata here. No fruit yet. Have a bunch of Annonas, but mostly in pots. Got a few in the ground. And so we'll see how it does this one here in sort of a spot where it'll get only a few hours of full sunlight and then mainly dappled light. And a key lime. Unfortunately, this guy has thorns. Lots of thorns. So this is actually one that I'm debating on uprooting because yeah. All right, got a dwarf lagatan banana pup in here. So let me see here. Cordaba. They get big, the cardabas. Yeah, so many spiders. Whoa. That's what we get for being in the jungle. Strawberry guava. Haven't tasted it. Haven't seen it fruit yet. No rush. But it's looking gorgeous. So anyways, just a few that I'm going to uproot here because I have some other plants for this area here first. Like pink pomelo. I'm going to put that one back in a pot for a while. Just got to get some of this under control back here. Pumpkin. Big tangerine. I mean, this is a close contender after the Shiranui. loves it in here. Yeah, I truly find that the citrus do better in the understory. They do a lot better, because I have some other citrus that are just in the sun all day long, and they're nothing like this. It's like a little, what do you call it? A little peanut tree. Yeah. Dovialis, which I'll have to fix this. So what I messed up on here is I let it lean too far without propping it up and staking it up. So I got this long shoot that came out, and it's just bang. So I'm gonna cut that off and then straighten it out with a some kind of post or so. It has flowered for me, but I haven't seen any fruit yet. And the Dovialis puts out like a tiny little peach, fuzzy, tastes like a tropical peach, super delicious. I got a loquat here. This is the Yehuda. The leaves are also supposed to be super medicinal on this. Can't say that I've tried it, but hopefully soon. I'm trying a sand pear here, so the sand pears supposedly do really well in Florida. And got a bunch of other things. I'll do a tour another time. So I was able to clear a bunch of space here. Let me see if I can catch this. There we go. So here's basically where I'll create the agroforestry row. So far I have an agroforestry row, but it's in a circle and with a keyhole in the middle. So it's a big circle and the keyhole in the middle. So in this one here, I'm gonna go traditional, where I'll just do a straight line. And in this spot here is basically where I'll put the cardaba, the Kandarian, etc., etc., etc. So the chaya and whatnot. And just a straight row down here. It's easy maintenance. I might move this one out there too. I don't know yet. We'll see. All right. All right, let's go harvest a rack. Let's go. Double Mahoy. This thing is super dwarf. I can't believe how tiny these things are. Didn't get a double rack, got a single rack on this one, but at this height, like this, it's barely 3 feet tall. The rack was basically touching the floor. We'll see if I can get it to sprout 2 racks, but it's just bananas are just so hungry. You gotta keep these guys really well watered. Need a ton of fertilizer. Triple planting of citrus. Got a grapefruit. It's a ruby red grapefruit. Valencia orange, and a red navel or cara. So the Valencia is finally starting to hold some fruit. Yeah, definitely got to do some maintenance next time here. Got this Caribbean oregano here. Some call it Puerto Rican oregano. Super delicious. Makes a nice little compact bush. So it's huge by now. I gotta trim it back and dry it. Use it. Got a big old ice cream banana bunch here, or clump. It's got 2 racks on here, a third rack one of the raccoons got. Truly tiny. I've never seen a truly tiny fruit. Hopefully I can get this one. This one is really cool. It's a root beer plant. Or is it Santa? I think it's also known as Santa Hoja, something like that. Actually tastes like root beer. Love it. Love it. Got a yellow Montingia or strawberry tree. I like the red one more. It's good though. Moringa, of course. Can't have a food forest without moringa. Got an achacha squeezed in here. It's been in there for maybe 3 years now, so I am hoping it's gonna throw me some fruit here in the next year or two. And then got the red strawberry tree right next to it. Big old trunk. Let's see. Got a Valkyrie mango. Gave me a fruit for the first time this year. Well, not that it didn't fruit before, but I let it hold on to one. So it's starting to get lanky. I'm going to have to give this a nice trim here as well. Check this out. Kampong Mauve, KPM, sugar apple. It is not ready yet. Tiny though. It's already giving me a fruit. Well, I'll pot this one here eventually too. Got a bunch of anonas here. A lot of them are flowering, but not holding on to fruit yet, except for this one. What's this one? PPC. This one's looking crazy, super funky looking. I forgot what PPC stands for. Peck something. Peck Chong. I forgot. Good thing I got a list. I forgot out of two. Once you start reaching, over 100 fruit trees, you start forgetting what you get or what the names are. Dwarf Puerto Rican plantain. Hasn't thrown a rack yet. Got papaya. These I love. This is a gin berry. I got another one that's already fruiting, and they actually taste like gin. Freaking amazing. It's like sooty mold. It's not good. I don't spray anything. This is all organic. I do chop and drop. But yeah, this is one actually that I'm going to be moving into the agro row here because it gets covered in the sooty mold. So the spot here is not ideal. Doesn't get too much sunlight. This is a mandarin. Got the carry right here. Throwing a huge ton of fruit. A little 7-gallon. I actually gotta. This is the one I'll have to up pot. Not necessarily up pot, but it's really low in soil. I'm gonna have to put some more soil here. So yeah, carry. Whew. Can probably harvest a couple of these already. Especially that one back there. It's looking good. Another reticulata. Alright, let's go get this rack. I'm about to harvest a rack of the Cardaba. No, Orinoco. Dwarf Orinoco. And you'll see why here. Actually, let me go the other way. Yeah, let me go the other way. Oh. Get this ADHD under control. I wanted to check something here. I'm constantly checking these drippers just to make sure they don't get outside of the pots, because that'll be the end of that plant. Satsuma. Okay, that's a Satsuma. It got smothered and died completely back. Another triple planting, Century Kumquat, Honey Murcot, Satsuma. This is something that I'm going to be moving out of here and into the agro. Well, this is arrowroot. And arrowroot, in my understanding, you just kind of use as substitute for sort of cornstarch, And I'm like, yeah, that ain't worth, that juice ain't worth the squeeze to me. That real estate I'd rather use up for something else. Got the ice cream, Inga edulis, mainly because of it's a nitrogen fixer, and some more spinaches. There's another kind of spinach right there. It makes a great ground cover. Pitanga tuba. Hasn't fruited yet. It's from seed. Suriname cherry. This one did fruit, and it's your classic red gasoline edible hibiscus. Chaya. So I'm going to move the chaya also out of here and into the agroforestry row, just because it gets big, and you got to use it, and we just don't use it as much. So, and I don't want it to kind of take over this place here. I'd rather use this for more asparagus, more basils, stuff like that. Okinawa spinach, yeah, it's completely smothering the asparagus into Okinawa spinach. This is a Fuyu persimmon. So I transplanted this one, and it just didn't do anything for like 2 years, and it just, now finally I see it pushing again. So it's just started. Maybe they take a while to wake up too, so several things. This is a Ceylon gooseberry. Really delicious, actually, and you can eat the leaves. They're super nutrient packed, high in protein, etc. So it's just they have thorns all over the place. Grow some gnarly thorns, big ones. Yeah, but this one took a while to take in the spot and really start to fill out this trellis. So next year I'm gonna probably see a bunch of more fruits on there. Squamosa, Annona squamosa, or sugar apple. Got a lizard on there, a little tiny frog. Look at this. No fruit yet, though. So as they say, first year they creep, next year they leap, or first year they sleep, then creep, and then leap. Yeah. Giant katuk here, huge katuk. Another pomegranate. I think this is either the Slavatsky, I'm probably butchering the hell out of that name, or the Wonderful, don't know yet. Forgot, I gotta look at my list. And this is semi-variegated katuk right here. It's the Arkin star fruit, and these star fruits, they're Florida, like Florida native, or it's the commonly grown here. It's the one you see in the supermarkets here. Got triple planting of guava, Mexican cream, white Thai, and this Barbie pink. This is the first year that it put on a bunch of fruit, and I've had it for about 3 years in the ground now, maybe 2. But yeah, I think almost 3 years. Popolu. This banana is like a red stem. It's very tropical, so it's super sensitive. We'll see. The one I had just threw a pathetic rack with like maybe 3 bananas on there, and then of course they die back once they fruit. You chop them down, but at least it gave me some pups here. So we'll see if it'll hang in there and actually grow big and tall. What's this one again? Pisang Ceylon. This is the Pisang Ceylon right here. Triple planting of nectarine, sunracers, nectarine. Okay, yeah, it's got water. Tropic sweet, peach, and the Scarlet Beauty plum. Super delicious. All 3 of them, super delicious. Cedar Bay cherry. I love Eugenias. I got a bunch of Eugenias. Hey, Mare lemon. It's loaded. Loaded. Got a bunch of kumquats, mangoes. Oh yeah, this is another one I have to remove, put it somewhere else. This is the Araza. It's getting blasted by sun all day long, and it hates it. Absolutely hates it. This thing it looked so lush. Had it in a different spot. The moment I put it in full sun, all day sun, it just dropped all the leaves, and it's been struggling to come back ever since then. It's been in here for like almost a year now, and it's just now pushing a little bit. So I'm going to put this in a much more shaded spot. Same thing with the blackberry jam fruit. Just looked so pathetic, like a little Charlie Brown tree. So I'm going to be moving this one as well. Oh, this is a nice one. I love this one. The purple leaves. This is the Sumatra X something banana. It's ornamental, but it does have edible fruit. Breadfruit. A bunch of stuff. Hey. Let me see. Not quite. Let me see. Not quite. It's like supposed to get a lot more orange. It's a finger lime. Let's see, KB8. It's a UF variety. So I'm gonna move these out of here too. I saved this spot right here for all my cold sensitives, like the cacao, santal, nona mercata, etc., cashew. All right, some more moringa right here. Amla, amloki, whatever, depending. Indian gooseberry. Jamun or Java plum, which I actually don't mind. I'm usually not about. Cut this one way back as well. This is sweet. this Namdok Mai, it's been in the ground for maybe a year and exploded in growth. Exploded. Haven't seen any fruit yet, but this tree's doing fantastic. This is one that I, got to train your canopy early on. Super spastic. This is one that I, got to train your canopy early on. Super sprawling. Got the lemon. I like guava, but it's like I could do without all the seeds. They're just too much. It's like I'll make a smoothie out of them, strain out the seeds. This is a June plum. You can eat the leaves raw. They taste like an unripe plum. You can eat these June plums unripe, very crunchy and taste like unripe plums. Eat these June plums unripe, very crunchy and taste like unripe plums. But when you wait a long time until they're ripe and yellow and juicy, they taste like a mix between and juicy. They taste like a mix between they took a long time up. Unbelievable. I had as a windbreak and etc., but it's time for this Norfolk pine to come out. Chiquita banana, grand name, dwarf lacatan. Lychee, my Mauritius. It used to be twice the size, but then the branch, I tried to drain it and I accidentally broke off the branch. That right there is the, what is it called? The Cardaba. And it just threw its first rack. I'm super excited. So you can cook this one or eat it as a dessert banana. Wax jambu, the green variety. I've yet to try it. It threw out a bunch of fruits, but the critters got to them, which is why I'm about to harvest this rack. Got this Morana, Sapodilla, stuck in there. And, well, there's the rack I'm about to get. This whole freaking thing just cracked. It's bent over. Got too heavy, I guess, but this is the Cardaba. No, the Dwarf Orinoco. Dwarf Orinoco. All right. All right, how do I go best about this here? There we go. This heavy as shit. Holy, look at this thing. I mean, this thing. It's super long. I don't cut off the flowers because I don't really believe that it really makes that much of a difference. But this thing could have been covered top to bottom in bananas, and that's a ridiculous rack. I've never actually seen, not in live person anyways, a complete rack, but this is a crap load of bananas. I can't imagine how many bananas this would have been had it actually been able to produce all those. But again, I don't fertilize, and this probably could have used a lot more water than it did. I just use the sort of the back to Eden method there, where I just cover everything in mulch and just use chop and drop. So yeah, so this variety, this dwarf Orinoco, you can also cook or eat as a dessert banana. And since the rack of the banana just kind of toppled over and gave up the ghost prematurely, I'm just gonna make I don't know, ew, bugs. I'm gonna make something out of it. I've had tostonas before, and that stuff's really good, so I'll try and make those again. Let's chop that off. Shoot, bug. All right, you staying outside. I'm gonna rinse this guy down, hose it down. China jackfruit, which is a hybrid between, I think, the Chempedak and a jackfruit. It's taking its sweet time, very slow grower. Chempedak and a jackfruit. It's taking its sweet time, very slow grower. Very slow grower. These are different varieties of finger lime. Got four different varieties there. The only one I've ever tried or tasted is the giant green, which was all right. Was all right. Ta-da! All right. Probably gonna share some with coworkers here tomorrow. Cecropia, gummy worm fruit, and it's already provided me with a bunch of little fingers, and they were good. I'm a fan. So looks like it does just fine in a pot. I think I'll call it for the day. Still got a bunch of stuff I could do, but I can't really. There, still got the bunch of stuff in there. That'll be the sensible thing to do. So, let me show you one more thing. So, made a little cutting. So, got a bunch of little cuttings here, like Ilama, Rosada, wax apples, Groomy Chamas, etc. It's all just cuttings from the mother plants that I have out and about. But there's one that I thought was pretty interesting. I made a cutting of the ginberry. But there's one that I thought was pretty interesting. I made a cutting. Insane. Got some purple sugar cane, which is super delicious. I mean, you chew on it and it's like, it doesn't fall apart or anything. It's like stays in the clump, easy to spit out. Super delicious. I'm such a fan. First time I tried sugar cane, and I got a hold of the purple variety. Annona salzmanii, or salzmani, whatever. And then I got the imbi here. And believe it or not, this imbi has been this size for the last 2 years. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Anyway, yep. Hopefully you I enjoyed your company here in my insomniac food forest session. So I'm gonna try and make another one here soon. Once I rinse these guys out, then I'm gonna be uppotting a bunch of stuff. Probably the jabuticabas here. We'll see. Let me go pick this red jabo. Let me go pick this red jabo. Let me go pick this red jabo. What? I'm so excited about this one. Badass. Badass. First time. Freaking amazing. First time. Freaking amazing. Damn commercials.